So as we do the work this evening, I'd like you to think to yourself, how does your chronic pain define you? It gives you something. It's called a secondary gain. There's something in your world that you have received through your chronic pain. Now, I'll use myself as an example because if we were in a one-on-one session, I'd be able to ask you this question directly, but I'm going to use myself as an example, and I'd like you to ask yourself the same questions as we go through it. This is helping us create the awareness of the root of our pain. For myself, I was the martyr. I was the person who could work harder than anyone else out there, and I would do for everyone in my life before I would do for myself. I would put myself into such states of exhaustion that I would actually be losing my consciousness while driving with my children in the car. I had to pull over one day when I realized that I was falling asleep at the wheel and my 4 babies were in the back seat. And I was doing it for them, right? I was being a good mom and a good wife, and I was doing everything I should do according to society. I was exhausting myself to unrealistic levels. I was taking every bit of energy and ounce of who I was and pouring it out every day. Now I can tell you what getting sick did for me. It gave me a break. It allowed me to not be able to get up off the couch, even if I wanted to, because my legs didn't work. It meant that no matter how hard I wanted to be the one who got up and hosted the dinner party, did the birthday party, ran the field trip, ran the pack, I couldn't because I was no longer physically able. My body knew I didn't know how to say no. It said no for me. I was also finally taken care of. For the first time in my life, I felt like I could sit down on that couch and someone could bring me a cup of tea. Someone could say, "What do you need today?" Someone else had to step in and help me take care of my children. I had to learn what it meant to have a village and a community. I didn't have one of those before. I was the one-man show. I could do everything and I could do it all, and I could do it better than anyone else I knew. Oh, you can do all that? Watch me. I can do that too. Oh, and I'll do this. I didn't even understand how overachieving I was even being. To me, it was just life. It was just what you do. Not being able to walk and being stuck in a wheelchair meant I was humbled very quickly into having to ask for help to even go to the washroom. To be the woman who did it all, ran businesses, ran the pack, homeschooled my children, ran the daycare, built an MLM with over 500 people under my team that I ran on my own in the evenings while my babies slept in my lap. Everything I did, my body said no for me because I wasn't willing to listen. That was my secondary gain. And until we are willing to give up the secondary gain, we won't get rid of our chronic pain. Until I learned why my body put me in that position, until I learned what I actually needed, that I needed to be humble enough to receive and to ask. I need to be able to say, "Can you please help me?" And then I needed to be able to accept it. I needed to be able to say no. No, my calendar's full. I'm sorry. No, I won't be able to help you with that fundraiser. No, I won't be able to attend that birthday party. No. And I can tell you that until you're at a place in your life where you are willing to give up that which is no longer serving you, you need your chronic pain because it's the source of having those needs fulfilled. Without that chronic pain, you'd have to use your own voice. You'd have to learn how to say no. You'd have to be able to receive help and build a community. You have to be able to acknowledge that you can't do everything alone. Now, that's my own personal story and part of my journey that may not be applicable to everyone in this room, but I hope it shows you how this works, how you have to sit with your pain and say, why? What was I getting out of this? What end game did it serve? What did it give me? What does it give me right now? Do I feel loved? Because the people who loved me, they didn't see me killing myself. They were willing to take and take a take. That was just Leah. That was just what I did. But being on that couch and having people show up and bring me casseroles, help me take care of my babies, I felt seen. I felt loved. I didn't even realize it in the moment. In fact, in the moment, I was so busy fighting it, I was having a hard time receiving it, even when my body parked me on a couch. Even when I lost the use of my legs, my body I still tried to fight it. I still tried to army crawl down a hallway with a bottle in my hand to get to that baby in the crib, rather than being able to ask for someone else to help me. So the questions I'm going to pose to all of you this evening What's your secondary gain? What did your pain provide you? If you heal that chronic pain, what is it you're going to have to learn how to provide for yourself through a different avenue in life?